All right, all right, all right. You see that? That's number one. Shorty's Underground Rib Shack and Catering Incorporated. I own all shares of Shorty. Nobody owns parts of Shorty's. Jake Davis, James Hammond, Bank of America, Brother Insurance, the state of Maryland participated in fraud. That's Delegate Young. Delegate Young. I'm reaching out to schedule Shorty to meet with you to talk about steps that need to be taken for exoneration. All right? I'm looking for exoneration. I'm looking for exoneration because making a documentary about the prison industry ain't against the law. Right here. See the date? 12/29/2007. I went home on vacation and came back on probation. I told them all about the movie. All right? Buddy Carpenter, Angie Wilson, Dennis Sawyer. That's the FBI. Roosevelt Road, North Chicago, Illinois. All right? You got all that? I want a public apology for what you did to me. The world is watching, and I'm going to give them something to see. Welcome to the big show. Go directly to David Trone and get all my paperwork. All my paperwork from David Trone. You feel me? At the big show. You go to the big show, I got a big book called Keeping the Dream Alive. That's a certificate of recognition. Shorty, a champion for justice from Vital Magazine. That's the 2022 Entrepreneur of the Year Award. Out for Justice. And Mayor Brandon Scott gave me that award. That's my Community Verizon Award. Community activist. Activism isn't terrorism. That's Stephen Taylor. He been knowing me since I was a little boy. That's my sons and my daughters. And that's my Southside Riders. That's my nieces and my nephews. You feel me? That's my family. From Waukegan, Illinois. You see that? From Waukegan's worst to Baltimore's best. That's the King family. That's Travis Winkie. And that's Governor Hogan, Mayor Pugh, and Boyd Rutherford. That was at Christmas. Christmas time in the city. Christmas just ain't Christmas without the ones you love. So Governor Hogan, you don't deserve to serve. If Blagojevich can go to jail, so can you. That's my Freedom Fighter Award. All right? That's my Freedom Fighter Award. I'm fighting for my freedom in Maryland. Just like Frederick Douglass. You feel me? Just like Frederick Douglass. That's Jill P. Carter. I got a message for you. I got a message for you. That's President Trump and that's Congressman Cummings. That's Judge Pearson and Frank Conway. That's Judge Bell. That's Eric Holder, the Department of Justice. That's Pollard Towan. That's Stephen Jandis from Fox 45. And that's Governor Wes Moore. That's Brian Frosh. That's the National Black Journalism. And this is a legal notice. I'm a jailhouse lawyer. I ain't a jailhouse snitch. And just like Dred Scott, I defended myself. Just like Emmett Till, I never got a trial. And that's the case right there. Y'all charged me with terrorism 3 times in 2 different states. But before y'all charged me, I contacted the Supreme Court. Chief Justice Roberts of the Supreme Court. Under Article 3 of the Constitution, I got a right to access the court. A writ of certiorari. And President Biden, you got my paperwork. President Trump, you got my paperwork. It's a legal notice. Just like Dred Scott, State of Illinois versus Dwayne Davis. I applied for Martin Luther King's job and y'all got mad. If you deny you know me on earth, are you going to deny you know me in heaven? Well, that's Chief Justice Mary Barbera. That's President Biden and the Department of Justice. That's President Trump. That's the IRS. We talking about $250 million in intellectual property theft. That's Al Redmer. That's Senator Ben Cardin. That's Brian Frosh. And that's Dwayne G. Davis. That's my phone number. From 1/2/2008 to the present date. That's mail theft and vandalism complaint. You feel me? Shorty's Underground. State of Maryland. Department of the Environment. $300. You feel me? Y'all owe me that. Y'all accepted forged checks. Baltimore County Detention Center. Alright? Y'all destroyed evidence. That's Governor Wes Moore. And that's Governor Wes Moore. And that's Brooke Learman. So I need an audit. Since you got your hands up, get your hands out my pocket. We talking about a federal and a state audit by the state of Maryland. I told y'all when y'all see me run around town with the camera, I was making a movie about y'all. That's Governor Wes Moore. That's Jared Jimenez from the Board of Elections. We talk about voter suppression in the 2014 elections. That's Mayor Brandon Scott. That's the IRS. That's Jared Gimantes. That's Judge Mary Barbera. And that's Governor Hogan. Governor Larry Hogan. See the date? 2017. So if Blagojevich can go to jail, so can Governor Hogan. Governor Hogan got to produce this material before the elections, because I'm going to be showing everybody what Governor Hogan been shielding. That's the state prosecutor's office. So we don't have no misunderstandings. The state prosecutor's office. Working for you. That's Kwesi Mfume, Johnny Oleski, Brooke Learman, Sarbanes, Felicia. Yeah, this is all your elected officials that say they working for you. But I'm going to show you what they do. That's Senator Ben Cardin's. You see that? That's Senator Nathaniel McFadden. See the date? 4/16/2013. I left information. With Ms. Dion, this is a whistleblower's application exposing racism and corruption in the courts concerning the prison industry. The state of Maryland refuses to return my truck, my computer, camera, videos, diary from 1986, and a daily log from 2006 to 2010. Director of the ACLU, Washington, D.C. That's Judge Carrion. If you go to Judge Carrion got a book. That's Speaker Adrian Jones. That's Senator Bill Ferguson. That's the Maryland Black Caucus. That's Anthony Brown. And that's Tom Perez. And like I said, it was art and evidence. Art and evidence. That's Senator Ben Cardin's. Whistleblower for a federal investigation. And that's Ryan Dorsey. He got it too. That's Governor Westmore. That's Councilman Izzy Pataki. That's Natasha, the State Public Defender's Office. Alright, that's Eric Barron from the Department of Justice. Anthony Brown. Xavier Conway, the courts. Marilyn Mosby. And these are the supporters of Shorties. These are the supporters of Shorties. And if you go to Sean Yost, he did an hour tape on me when I got the award from Mayor Brandon Scott. So go get that tape. Go get the whole tape and play it for the voters. Because I played this for the voters. In 2010, I gave you that. ABC 2 works for Governor O'Malley and the corruption machine. Mass incarceration. That's Mr. Snowden from the NAACP. And that's me. Block Party gets bigger and better. You see who had it? Donna Edwards, Lieutenant Governor Brown, Mikulski, Dutch Rupersberger. Alright? Councilman Branch, Elijah Cummings. Got a story called Shorty. I'm the cook in Baltimore. That's parole and probation. And like I said, end game is the Supreme Court. That's Kurt Anderson. That's Snowden when he got his DUI. And that's Mark Clark in the Big Fat Morning Show. Franksky. Shorty, the #1 barbecue guy. That's the Oreos in Shorty. That's Elijah Cummings. And like I said, we're going to the Board of Elections with this. Ex-felons got a right to vote. You feel me? Ex-felons got a right to vote. That's the Legislative Black Caucus of Maryland. That's Eric Holder, the Department of Justice. So we're going here. So we're going to do a roll call for y'all. Veronica Turner. Senator Kathleen Pugh. Aisha Braveboy. You see all these names? They still sitting in them seats. That's the Legislative Black Caucus. Mayor Brandon Scott. See who that is? Kwesi Mfume. Senator Ben Cardin and Senator Van Hollen. Y'all need to cut me a check. Right here, 2010. Dear Mr. Bailey, this letter is a follow-up to the videotape phone call 1/3/2010 pertaining to failure and refusal to defend my constitutional and human rights violation. Illegally custody of the state of Illinois, 12/24/2007. Alright? Denial of my ethical and obligation. You as my lawyer have a moral and ethical obligation to defend me with the due diligence of the law. Alright? Patrick Fitzgerald, Department of Justice. The FBI. Alright? Open to the public. Statewide federal investigation. You feel me? And this is who got it. President Obama got it. Lisa Madigan got it. Patrick Fitzgerald, the director of the FBI, the Lake County Board, Judge Bell, Snowden, the Civil Rights Division, Hillary Clinton, Senator Cardin, Karen Parks from Fox 45, Roland Ascot Martin. State Attorney Scott Shellenberger. ABC News, Charles Gibson and Don Lemon. Y'all had that. That's President Obama. That's Stephanie Smith. That's Jill B. Carter. That's Judge Carrion. You see who got this? Governor Hogan got this in 2017. Governor Hogan got it. And like I said, I was insured. That's Robin Hood. That's Wes Moore's organization. But I was insured. With mutual non-res... Alright, I was insured. And that's Mark Conway Jr. That's Sarbanes. And that's Pam Woods. See the date? 2009. Judge Holland. 1402 Lochner. That's where you took me from. That's Boone. And that's Christopher Irvin. You got snakes in the church. Better keep your eyes on them. That's Exhibit 3. Alright? That's Special Agent Jason. I gave you this on February the 1st, 2007. Yeah, February the 1st. See that? 2007. That's the FBI in Chicago. That's Eric Holder from the Department of Justice. That's Mayor Brandon Scott. That's Judge Mary Barbera. That's States Attorney Marilyn Mosby. That's Delegate Stephanie Smith. That's Judge Carrion. See that? Peter Francott, Controller of the State of Maryland, and Brian Frost, the Attorney General. Y'all had that. Y'all had this too. Dwayne Shorty Davis, Baltimore activist, has been involved in issues including corruption, judicial system, police brutality, political transparency, and the prison industry, prison and military industrial complex. Shorties, the self-help organization for the redevelopment, re-education of the young. Y'all got that. That's Amnesty International. You see who got that? And it's notarized. It's notarized. That's Abdul Salam. They will congratulate a person doing the same thing as you, just not you, just because it's you. That's Tiffany Hardy from the state Attorney General's office, and she got this. This is a ghetto Da Vinci Code. I'm famous for toilets, and these toilets been around a while. And these are mail receipts. We talking about Dred Scott. Do blacks have rights in which white America respects? That's State Attorney Mosby. That's Michael Huber, Chief of Staff of the Mayor's Office for Mayor Brandon Scott. That's Andrew Northrop, Chief Attorney, Felony Division. That's Peter Francott. We talking about Anthony Brown, 2014. That's The Real News, Paul J., and he had it. Like I said, I'm an activist. I'm the founding member of the Baltimore Block. I'm the 2021 Weaver Award winner. Weaving in Baltimore. You feel me? Weaving in Baltimore. So let's release all material to the voters. That's Governor O'Malley. That's me, 1402 Lochner. That's WVON Chicago. That's me. Falls Road, my storm Falls Road. In regards to your documentary, I will not be able to appear. Alright? That's Senator Ben Cardin. He told me to get in touch with Blagojevich. Blagojevich went to jail. Racism don't work without black cooperation. Marilyn Mosby, Nick Mosby, from 2014. That's the United States Department of Justice. And that's my Department of Justice ID number. Alright? That's Marcella Holland. Judge Holland. You feel me? That's my ID number. That's Jill P. Carter. That's Marilyn Mosby. And that's Marilyn Mosby. That's Elijah Cumming and Jason Newton from WBAL. And like I said, 1402 Lochner. I'm the cook in Baltimore, and I'm getting ready to cook y'all up. That's Governor O'Malley. Quiet Farm gets jarred by meth. See the date? That's 2005. I own Shorties. I own all parts of me. And that's my store on Falls Road. You feel me? Right here. Jay Davis. Griller at Shorty's Pit Beef and Country Ridge Store. Y'all never changed ownership of the property. Y'all never paid taxes. I need a federal and state audit. Jake Davis, James Hammond, Brother Insurance, Bank of America. That's the Department of Justice. Alright? I'm writing you in reference to Dwayne Shorty Davis. I've met with Mr. Davis on several occasions over the past year and expressed his concern about numerous issues that could be fall under your preview. All right? That's Johnny Oleski. That's 2019. And ain't nobody did nothing yet. Y'all been running that store illegally since 2011. Y'all went in my mailbox. That's postal violations. Y'all signed checks. That's federal income tax fraud. I'm Shorty, the one and only. I own me, all our parts of me. I don't have no shares for nobody. So Jake Davis, James Hammond, Brother Insurance, Duran Battle, Michael Coons, all the people that was making money in that store, we talking about intellectual property theft. We talking about identity theft. We talking about credit card fraud. If I can go to jail for being an activist, you can go to jail for being a thief. You can go to jail for being a thief. You feel me? Entrepreneur of the Year Award. That's Governor Hogan. I was locked up in another state. And this is a Jailhouse Diary. $250,000. Alright? You got that? It's all right here. And that's Dan Roderick. So what you gonna do? 2005. To be the best, you got to beat the best. And you ain't beat me yet. I need what belongs to me. A federal investigation from the Department of Justice, the IRS, and Brooke Learman.